Local Film Studio of Indigenous Peoples of the Leningrad region presents My Big Village.
Tere, добрый день.
Здоровеньке було.
Tere päivä.
Barevcis.
Добрий день!
Salam. Hyvää päivää.
Missä me siis?
Terhen!
Man and Cranes. Vepstales. The Vepstales were recorded after Serafim Nikitishna Smakova from the village of Ozera in 1961. Nadezhda Vasilyevna Komar from the village of Ladva, Podporozhsky district of the Leningrad region in 1981. There was once a man who had a pea field by the swamp. The man often saw cranes in his field and asked himself, what am I to do with them? He made an aspen trough and poured some wine there. The cranes came to the field as usual, ate some peas and drank the wine. Early in the morning the man saw the cranes lying in the field, drunk. He tied them together and fastened to his belt. As the cranes were gradually getting sober, they wanted to fly up. They started calling, waving their wings and lifting the man higher and higher. When the cranes were flying over the lake, he was scared to death that they might drop him. But they were carrying him on their wings high over the river and the thick forest. The old man went into the forest and got a grouse. On his way home he came across some robbers and heard them talk. He was frightened and climbed the fir tree. The robbers came up to that fir tree, lit a fire and boiled a pot of soup. Then they opened a sack and pulled out a tablecloth. Onto the cloth they poured out 5 and 10 ruble coins made of gold. They were counting the money. As the old man was watching the robbers, he dropped the grouse. The robbers were frightened. Someone must have noticed them. They jumped up and ran away. The old man went down and took the tablecloth for the money. They were carrying him on their wings high over the river and the thick forest. The cranes were flying until they saw a swamp. They needed to have some cranberry as they had a hangover, and they began to descend from the air to the ground. The man fell down into the swamp and got stuck to his knees. What could he do? The nearest village was rather far, 7 miles away. He ran there to borrow a shovel, and the village man gave it to him. He went back to the swamp, dug his feet out, and so returned home.